Playoff football has come to Northeast Ohio at Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. On 2nd down now, Sampson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 48 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Carl. Now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Sanders. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8. Off play action. Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Sanders. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. So Mike's number 1, 79 Broncos.
Off play action. Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play, because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. And they'll send Judy in motion left. Here's Sanders on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10.
Check smash, check smash. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Bang, 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 bang. 70 Timberwolf.
Throwing again. Sanders. Throw out wide is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue, because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually
taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kene Nwangu. 62 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Smith now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Smith. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
To throw is Sanders. To throw on second down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Sanders from the gun on third down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
In motion, Hill. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. In motion, Hill. Sanders now throwing on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Oh, no, he lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Gino. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little.
Shot the fucking ball, man.
Penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Sanders, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Alex Anzalone in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Smith to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Trey Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Here's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. This is first and 10. He's back to throw. Connects with Slayton. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's first down. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Back to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. This to book a trip to the AFC title game.
No!
50 on the late field goal try. Out here in the divisional round. The Raiders are moving.
No! That's a crusher! That's a crusher!